I've coached over 30 plus millionaires on dating, and they all exploit the same 4 psychological triggers that get them insane success with the hottest women. And the craziest part is that it has nothing to do with their money. In fact, I've used these same techniques with regular guys to get results like this. This is a message from my client Johan, who said, I literally have more hot girls wanting dates than I have free days in the week. So if you want to get results like Johan and my other clients, make sure you watch till the end and join us inside my private coaching program, starting with the first and most powerful technique that top 1% men use to effortlessly surround themselves with 9s and 10s. It's called the Equinox effect, and understanding it can put you in front of literal models almost overnight. Most guys sabotage their dating life by simply choosing the wrong venues. They go to average places filled with average people and wonder why they only attract average women. Think about the difference between a place like Equinox and Planet Fitness. The clientele, the energy, and opportunities are worlds apart. The Equinox effect is about intentionally positioning yourself in high value and curated environments, places that naturally attract the exact women you want to meet. You want to find the Equinox of every place you go to. Top 1% men know that environments are a filter, and they use these environments for access. High-end venues do all the work of attracting women for you, and by simply being in these spaces, you're immediately perceived as a man of value. Now, here's exactly how you can implement the Equinox effect right away in your own life. First, you want to clearly identify your ideal woman. Determine the traits, interests, and lifestyle your ideal woman has, then strategically frequent the environments that attract this demographic. Next, find the curated versions of your favorite venues. Replace your regular coffee spot with a trendy cafe. Choose cocktail lounges or rooftop bars over crowded, loud nightclubs. By simply being present in these high-value venues, you gain proximity to a higher quality of women, which is more than half the battle. Over time, this proximity alone significantly boosts your perceived value to these women, and it makes the women in these venues a lot more receptive to your approach. In other words, you can go fishing, or you can simply hang out where the fish go. And it's not just about money either. You don't need to spend a fortune. Many attractive, curated venues aren't drastically more expensive. They're just intentionally selected. Focus on venues that reflect a specific interest or lifestyle rather than purely luxury. Now, the reason this works so well is because of a psychological trigger that's literally ingrained to create attraction in a woman's brain, and top 1% men know exactly how to exploit it. It's called pre-selection. Women are attracted to men other women already desire. So if you take a girl to a trendy coffee spot and she notices you're comfortable with the setting and clearly a regular, it immediately signals to her that attractive women regularly occupy your world. Now she'll instantly categorize you as being in the same league as these attractive women, which is going to make her a lot more interested in you. And the beauty is you do all of this without actually having to say a single word, because your environment is doing the talking for you. But there's a catch, because being surrounded by attractive women only gets you so far. If you don't know how to take advantage of these opportunities, then you might as well just be invisible. That's why top 1% men don't leave it to chance. They treat their dating life like a business. Most guys treat dating like amateurs and then wonder why they're completely invisible to the most attractive women. They have a bunch of subpar photos, they write a corny one-liner bio, and swipe away wondering, why am I not getting any results? But newsflash, finding a partner you want to spend your life with, or even just a partner you want to spend part of your life with, is one of the most important decisions you can make. Top 1% men understand this, and when they're ready to tackle dating, they get intentional and make it a priority. I mean, just think about it. Your career, your fitness, your health, all of these require a conscious effort and investment in order to succeed and have a positive outcome. Why would your relationships be any different? If someone told you they planned to get rich but never worked or learned about money, you'd just call them an idiot. Yet you're probably doing this in your dating life right now. Relationships are not like the Disney movies where you can just do nothing and a 10 out of 10 is just going to magically fall into your lap. You got to get out there and make it happen. I see it all the time with my clients. My typical client is already successful and dialed in financially, and when it's time to find his 10 out of 10 dream girl, he redirects that same intentionality and discipline into dating. Like my client Charles, a startup CEO here in New York City. He struggled to get women out on dates from his dating apps, but after I personally built his profile for him and gave him my copy-paste database of the best opening lines, he was able to secure 5 dates in a single whole week. Now, because I know you're going to ask, if you want access to the same exact opening lines and texting blueprint we gave Charles, then click the link below and get access to my 100% free texting course my clients use to get multiple dates per week. Now, there's one more thing top 1% men do that most guys completely overlook, something that gets women hooked, even if they're not famous or ultra rich yet. It's called the rocket ship effect. Women are naturally attracted to men who they perceive as rocket ships, men who are on an upward trajectory in life, aka an appreciating asset. Top 1% men do this effortlessly because they already have a proven track record for the girl to buy into. But if you're not a top 1% guy right now, you can still use the rocket ship effect to your advantage and get women obsessed with you. Women just want to bet on a winning horse. If she believes that you're Bitcoin in 2011, an undervalued asset that is going to explode in value in the future, that's just as good in her mind as already being that top 1% guy. So if you're on the path to becoming that guy, you can reap the rewards in your dating life today. I mean, here's a perfect example of this. A client of mine recently quit his prestigious job at Amazon because he felt he had outgrown his role there. He was worried women would look down on him during dates because he was currently in between jobs. But instead, I helped him completely reframe this situation to communicate massive potential by positioning him clearly as a rocket ship. Instead of nervously telling women he was unemployed, he confidently owned his ambition by saying, "I recently left my role at Amazon because honestly, I just outgrew it. I have big goals and staying there wasn't in alignment with where I see myself in the next few years. Right now, I'm interviewing until I find the right opportunity that's in alignment with the next level of my career." Instantly, instead of seeing him as unemployed or uncertain, women viewed him as ambitious, driven, and brave for betting on himself. Now, even if you're a top 1% man, there are 4 brutal mistakes that can secretly destroy your success. And if you want to know what they are and how to avoid them ruining your chances with the 9s and 10s, click here to watch this video. And if you're serious about becoming that top 1% man and you want my help building a dating life that reflects your ambition, value, and standards, then click the link below and apply to work with me. Spots are extremely limited because I work with each guy individually, so apply ASAP before they fill up for the month. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.